Hello everyone, welcome to solve this math Olympiad algebra problem. And here we have m equals to square root 5 minus 1 over 2, and we solve this problem for the values of m to the power of 9. So the very first step we are going to do is here first we simplify this expression so that we write it as, now first we move this 2 to the left hand side and we write it as 2m equals to square root of 5 minus 1. And now in the next step we move this minus 1 to the left hand side and it will be written as 2m plus 1 equals to square root of 5. And now in the next step, in order to remove this radical sign, we need to take the square on both of the sides of this equation, so that when we take the square on both of the sides, it will be looks like in this form. And now in the left hand side we use here the nice square identity, and you know about this identity. If we have a plus b whole square, it is equals to a square plus b square plus 2 times of ab. So now we use this nice formula to the above term, so that our above term will be written as 2m whole square plus 1 square plus 2 times of ab. So our a is 2m and b is 1, and this whole equals to, so this 2 and square root are gone and we get here 5 only. And now after this step we write it as, you have 2m square equals to 4 times of m square plus square of 1 equals to 1, and plus 2 times of 2 is 4 times of m, and we move this 5 to the left hand side and it will becomes minus 5 equals to 0. So after that we rearrange the terms and we write it as 4m square plus 4m, and this 1 minus 5 equals to minus 4, and this whole equals to 0. And you see here all the terms include the 4 numbers, so that we divide each of the term by 4 on both of the sides. So after that you see here this 4 and 4 are gone, and we get here m square plus this 4 and 4 are gone, and we get m minus, here these are cancelled by each other, and we get 1 equals to 0. So now in the next step here we find the value of m square. So m square equals to, we move these two terms to the right hand side. So when we move this minus 1 to the right hand side, it will becomes plus 1, and when we move plus 1 it will becomes minus m. So this is the value of m square. So now we focus on this value of m square, and we use this value of m square to find the value of m to the power of 9. So now we move towards our target. So here we write m to the power of 4, and you know that m to the power of 4 equals to m square and its whole square. And here we have the value of m square is this one, 1 minus m. We substitute it here, so it will becomes 1 minus m whole square. So now we again use this square identity. So according to this identity we write its output in this form, 1 plus m square minus 2m. So this is our m to the power of 4. So here we again use this value of m square, it is 1 minus m. We substitute this m square equals to 1 minus m, and this is minus 2m. So now we simplify the terms and we get 1 plus 1 is 2 minus m minus 2m equals to minus 3m. So this is the value of m to the power of 4. And now here we take the square on both of the sides, so that you get here m4 square equals to 2 minus 3m whole square. So in the left hand side you get m4 square equals to m to the power of 8, and now we open the square of this term and you get here 4 plus 9m square minus 12m. And now we copy down this term here, so we write it as m to the power of 8 equals to 4 plus 9m square minus 12m. So this is the our final term. So now here we again substitute the value of m square. So our m square is 1 minus m. We substitute it here, and you get 4 plus 9 times of 1 minus m minus 12m. So here we need simplification, and we multiply this 9 on both of these terms, and you get 9 minus 9m minus 12m. So we have 4 plus 9 becomes 13, and minus 9 minus 12 equals to minus 21m. So this is the value of m to the power of 8. Because our target is to find the value of m to the power of 9, so that we multiply both of the sides by m. So you get here m into m to the power of 8 equals to m into 13 minus 21m. So this will be equals to m to the power of 9, and here we multiply this m on both of these terms, and we get 13m minus 21m square. So now after that, you have m square, and now we again substitute this value of m square. It is 1 minus m, so this will be equals to 13m minus 21 into 1 minus m. So now we multiply this minus 21 to both of these terms, and we get 13m minus 21 plus 21m. So here we get 21 plus 13 equals to 34m minus 21. So now here finally we back substitute the value of m. So in the start of the problem we will take our m equals to square root of 5 minus 1 over 2. So now we back substitute this value here, and we get m to the power of 9 equals to 34 times of m, and the value of m is square root of 5 minus 1 over 2 minus 21. So here we cancel these terms, and 2 17s are 34, and we get 17 times of square root 5 minus 1 minus 21. So now we multiply the 17 on both of these terms, and we get 17 times of square root of 5 minus 17 minus 21. So that finally we get the value of m to the power of 9 equals to 17 times of square root of 5 minus 17 minus 21 equals to minus 38. So this is the final value of m to the power of 9, and this is the final answer. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.